it. Oh, wow, what a shot. That's going to be it, people.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas for continuing coverage of this year's APA Pool Player Championships. I'm your host, Jason Bowman, and I'm joined by the Hall of Fame legend, Ava Lawrence. Ava, we've already seen 2 championships decided today in the 8-Ball Classic. We've got championship number 3 on tap here, another $15,000 prize package up for grabs, this time in the red tier.
I have no doubt this will be as exciting as it's been so far today, and there's so much more pool to be played. We still have 5 events to go after the 8-ball singles, so this has been, the beginning of a great situation, a great tournament, and I have no doubt that we're not going to continue it from here.
It's definitely a marathon, not
Yes.
a sprint. So before we meet our finalists in the 8-Ball Classic, let's give you a quick breakdown of some of the key rules here in Pool Dog Arena. Of course, APA rules will apply. Coaching is not allowed, as this is singles or individual competition. And as I mentioned, 5 championships decided today, 1 in each skill level tier. In this match, we'll be watching the red tier. Now let's meet our championship finalists. First up, from Lowell, Massachusetts, we have Alan Rola. And his opponent from Sunset, Louisiana, we have Madelynn Romero. Once again, our finalists are going to be competing for that $15,000 prize package this afternoon. The runner-up here will be taking home a $9,000 prize package. This match is going to be a race to 5 games. Players are ready to go. Let's take you down into Pool Dog Arena for the start of the red tier of the 8-Ball Classic. Alan on the left, Madelynn on the right.
And that is going to be Madelynn that gets to start us off with the first break.
Good shot there of Pool Dog Arena. See the referee, Kevin McCarthy, preparing the rack. Kevin and Larry LaFranc have been alternating in and out for our championship arena finals today, all 5 matches. Again, Kevin McCarthy here from Phoenix. Madelynn will position the cue ball. And here we go.
Madelynn's trying to make that 8-ball get some love, and it was moving.
2 high balls on the break there. Madelynn, or Maddie, as she goes by, again out of Sunset, Louisiana. Had a whole lot of folks she wanted to acknowledge, including her mom, Jamie Romero, and her dad, Russell Romero, as well as her 2 children, George and Stella Ann. She said, "Mama's doing this for y'all." I'm going to bring Alan Rola to the table. Again, Aaron's out of Massachusetts, has been playing pool for 20 years. Of course, he wanted to give a shout out to his family and friends back home as well.
The table looks pretty open here I believe that 4 ball does pass by the 12 and 15, which means if he can control this cue ball, it's a skill level 6, I believe that he's going to have a good chance running this rack. It opened up just perfectly. There wasn't much Madelynn could have done there because the cue ball ended up on the end rail and not much of a shot, but magically the table just opened up here for Alan. We'll see if he can keep it together. You said he played for that long. You know he's got experience. Moving a cue ball around in a pattern that makes it as easy on yourself as possible. One thing I like about his run out so far is what you learn if you play straight pool a lot or even an 8-ball and you become more and more familiar with it is clean the table off in sections. You don't want the cue ball traveling back and forth too much and losing position. Speaking of, I think he's going to be forced to shoot the 4-ball now, I think, instead of the 7. 'Cause 7-4-8 would have been a good one, but now all of a sudden got a tougher shot on the 4.
Watch
And
out. 8-ball now dangling in that corner.
Madelynn's happy she gets back to the table here. Got a great shot at this 9. Just pocket this 9-ball, come down for the 15, the 11, the 10. Oh, she's looking at the 15. So a little surprise there, but how about that backup safety there?
Yeah, that'll work.
Froze it on that 11, which cuts off the 1-rail kick at the 7. He's going to have to come up with something here. I don't think he can hit enough spin on this cue ball to be able to get to it 1 rail. Not an easy situation to kick here. I mean, he could try to come around this way on hit the 7, but that's a tough one. He's going to try to really put some juice on this and spin it. That's tough.
Ball in hand opportunity now for Maddie. Maddie's been playing pool for about 6 years. Looks like she plays at a Jim's Lounge down in Louisiana. And Cankton Country Bar.
Kington?
Cankton, if I'm reading that correctly.
All right. Well, she's starting out. Her body language, both of them, look pretty confident and pretty fearless here. You never know what's going on the inside, but we had a couple of matches before where they started out kind of slow, a little bit nerve-wracking. But so far, both of these players look pretty comfortable. Oh, that's not what she wanted to have happen there. Needed to hit that with some more speed to come over to the other side of the table for the 11 in the side now. Not a lot of safety. I mean, what she wants to do is somehow keep the cue ball on that side of the table so that anywhere on the right, not to leave a shot other than into the pocket where the 8-ball is. All right, not too bad. Yeah, it's giving her a chance here. The fact that both her balls now have open tables. I mean, open pockets. So I would say advantage at Madelynn in this particular rack. See if she can pocket this. She'll have 11 right there if she hits it softly enough. 11 in the side. No, cue ball got away from her.
Wasn't for that dang 8-ball hanging in that corner.
It's not where you want that 8. Again, I would just fan the left side of the 11 and try to bring the cue ball down somewhere in here in this area. All right. See if you can make this and go one rail across center ball. Don't put a lot of spin on it. No. It's not the side you want to be on either.
If you're just joining us, you're watching coverage of the APA 8-Ball Classic. This is the red tier, the third of 5 tiers to be decided here today. Maddie Romero now at the table. Maddie is out of Louisiana. Sunset, Louisiana.
Beauty of this shot is shooting it into the pocket she's shooting it in. Cue ball is going to go over in this area, which means even if you miss it, probably won't leave much. Oh, but she did. She left a shot. A little bit too thick.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That was a little bit of a twisty stroke.
That's likely going to be a very costly mistake there.
Yeah, it's reaching a little bit and just kind of didn't come through clean and straight in the stroke. And it looks like that first nervy rack here will come to an end, and see if the same thing is true for these players as it were in the last few matches we've had, that once that first rack is gone, they can loosen up and get a little more comfortable, getting used to the speed of the cloth, which is different than it has been all week on the other side of the tournament. Nice.
And Maddie takes advantage in an early 1-0 lead in this race to 5. She'll have the break when we return in just a moment. Welcome back to Pool Dog Arena for continuing coverage of the APA 8-Ball Classic. All part of the Pool Player Championships. going on here in Las Vegas. Maddie Romero at the table, leading 1-0. Her second break of the match is a dry break.
Yeah, she kind of didn't really follow through and stay down on that break, so she didn't get quite as much power as she did on the first one.
That brings Alan back to the table.
All right, he's got the series of balls that he wants. However, may not go much farther than that at this point. 4 balls about the only ball he can actually hit. I don't think he might be able to make the one in the side. No shot there. 4 ball is it. That's a good shot right there. Perfect speed to get up for the 11. And the unfortunate thing here is that she's going to have to go in. And you never know once you go into a cluster of balls, you never know what's going to happen here. You can break it out perfectly, or you could end up making more of a mess than it already is. We talked about it earlier, Jason, that the crowd keeps growing and growing. I think we've doubled since the last match.
A little later in the day, too.
Later in the
pool
day.
Players are not
Morning
known
people.
to be early risers, at least the pool players I know. But, yes, it has started to fill in. I imagine that will continue as we move up in the tiers. Still have the orange tier and then the highly anticipated purple tier featuring your skill level 7s. If you're wondering who's going to be competing in those matches, I would encourage you to go to compusport.us. You can check out the brackets there. Follow along your favorite player or team throughout the tournament. This tier started with 235 players, the largest tier in this year's 8-Ball Classic.
And I would venture to guess that your 4 and 5, those 2 brackets tend to be the largest normally.
Well, let's see.
Through
It'd
history.
actually be the red and orange being the largest. Your 5s and 6s.
5s and 6s, okay.
And actually, the purple tier this year, 196 players, the 3rd largest tier. To bump those numbers up. The blue tier. All you 2s and 3s out there, you can do it.
It's only 83 people.
You can do
Same
it.
thing in the green tier. It's only 104. I mean, you got... And it's still the same payout as it is for all others.
Just got to sign up, play on a singles board there in your local league area. Top players will advance to the regionals, and the top players there come all the way out here to Las Vegas. Alan wanting to even up this match at a game apiece, race to 5. This match started right around 2 p.m. Pacific time.
All right, not much to do with ball in hand here, being where the 5 is.
Appreciate all you folks tuning in. Give a shout out to our sponsors, of course, PoolDog.com, our presenting sponsor of all of our streaming coverage this week. What do we have? 16 matches in 5 days? Is that right? Or 6 days? I think that's the number.
Really?
Yeah.
I hadn't done the numbers, but that's a lot of matches.
16 championships. Let's see. 5 4s, 9 plus 3s, 12. Wheelchair, Masters, Ladies, 15.
Well, so much has been moved. You know, Jack and Jill.
15 in
What is it?
6 days.
That's
yeah,
a
all
lot.
3 doubles. Jack and Jill, 8-ball, 9-ball doubles, Masters, Ladies, Wheelchair, 9 tiers of the singles events.
Yeah.
So
And
it's a lot.
And you used to have the Masters and Ladies and team captainship tournament still is in August, but there was
Yeah, the Ladies and the Masters have moved here to
Jack and Jill too, I
late
believe,
April,
right?
and Jack and Jill, yeah. Maddie misses that 10 ball in the corner. So we have reconfigured things here a little bit, which equates to, I think it was over 6,500 players out here this week. That doesn't include friends and family and people that come out just to play in
Right.
Mini Mania, but feels a little bit more like the August event, right?
Here, definitely. You're right.
A longer
right.
event now, more people.
It's been tough, you know. I'm league operator down in the Carolinas, and I try to keep track of all my players and see how they're doing and where they're playing. And there's somebody playing every round and more than one match going on, and I'm running around like a crazy person. Running into some of the other league operators, obviously
Nice
doing the same thing.
combination
How's
there.
that one? Excuse me. Good shot. I do believe she can make that 11. Yeah, that's open. Obviously, the ref's going to have a look at it if she gets to it, but it's definitely makeable, as you can tell. All right, just a little bit of draw here on this. Referee's going to take a closer look. Oh, she got a little left spin on that, I think, or she hit it so thin that. But this is not all bad. Got a little fortunate, and it landed at a good angle. Cue ball is going away from the 5 just in case. She'll have position on the 8 if she were to make it. So advantage Madelynn. No.
Alan back to the table now.
What do you think? Is it going to roll up, hit the right side of the 5 and try to have it come between the 14 and the cue ball to play a defense, or is he going for the bank here? Oh, he hit the other side of it. All right. Test her off the rail here. She stroked it.
Nice.
She did not just baby that. She hit it like she meant it. There was a good shot, but it's not over yet. This is another one you better hit with some authority and some confidence.
Pockets that 8-ball. And Maddie Romero now with an early 2-0 lead in this race to 5, and she will have the break yet again when we return in just a moment. Welcome back to Las Vegas for continuing coverage of the APA 8-Ball Classic here at the Westgate, Las Vegas, home of all of the APA championships. Literally now with the USAM here, at least the next couple of years. Maddie Romero breaking now for the 3rd time in this match.
Ooh. It was a legal break, but boy, some work to do in this rack, huh? It just kind of jumps up a little bit. She has a nice stroke, but instead of trying to put body into it, if you're not staying down, then even just a really firm stop shot is better than trying to jump into it and then jumping up, because all your energy is going up as opposed to forward into the break. You still playing league at the office?
Not so much. We did have an office league in the fall. It's just hard for me these days with the kids.
Oh, your kids are so active.
Every day of the
my
week,
gosh.
We're running them somewhere. So it's become a little bit of a challenge. But we do still have the office league. I don't know, my team usually was winning each session too, so probably doesn't hurt that we took some time off, right?
May have to throw up a little bit here, but no, I heard that your team.
All the crew in the back are all shaking their heads, but they know it's true. Kara's listening; she knows it's true. All right, ball in hand to Maddie. Speaking of everybody back in the back, appreciate all their hard work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kara, Price, Josh Fletcher, Kristen DeShaney, Kirk Lyman, Keegan Mills. We got Dalton out there working a camera as well. Takes a lot of folks.
Takes a village, doesn't it?
Pull this off.
And then to go further, you got all these league operators out here spending time running the event. You got volunteers. It's like the only other sport that I know has more volunteers as far as that. It tends to be golf.
Golf
as far
tournaments, yeah.
I mean, just amazing people from all over the country, from Canada. Do we have anybody from Japan competing at this event?
Yeah, nobody here from Japan or Singapore this year.
Okay.
Which is not unusual.
Right.
That's
it's a long way to go.
Yeah, for these events. Obviously, in August, we will have teams from both
Right.
out here once again. So,
Now he's going to find himself in that uncomfortable spot again, having one ball left on the table besides the 8. Where Madelynn is looking like she is going to get to the table. Even if not with ball in hand, she does have the advantage here. That's a good hit.
oh, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, we will have the orange tier of the 8-Ball Classic, and then 5 o'clock tonight, again, that highly anticipated purple tier featuring the skill level 7s. Again, all those times are Pacific Coast, so adjust accordingly. Add 3 hours if you're on the East Coast.
Nice shot. She's just going to take her time here and play smart, a little bit of a chess game. Don't be afraid to get involved and just play defense. Be patient. Force them to make the first mistake. There's a time to go for it, but don't push it if it's not there. Remember, the table is going to go a little long. Oh.
A ball in hand now for Maddie.
Maddie still has a lot of work to do here with this layout.
You know, you talked about being patient. Obviously, Maddie's been very patient. I almost get the sense from Alan he would prefer a quicker pace.
Maybe a little more of an offensive
rhythm,
player.
yes.
Yeah.
And so I think, obviously you see the score, but these last 2 racks in particular with the breaks not, being
Right.
overly spread out.
We don't know these players. This is a good shot. Hit and stick. Ball in hand, stop shot right there. He's going to have to kick at it again. Good shot. Talk about being patient. But, yeah, and we don't, doing pro commentary for so many years, I always kind of knew what everybody was going to do,
you
their
knew
style
the
of
players and their
game.
styles. It's a little harder when
you haven't seen them very long.
We've never seen them play before, but just kind of watching, it seems like he would like to be able to kind of get in a rhythm and keep shooting.
And again, it's no different than if you see somebody play one match. You have no idea, as far as their ability or what they could have the best match of their life. They could have the worst match of their life. So first time you see somebody play a rack, you have no idea kind of, what their style is or.
Did you catch that, Keyboard Cowboys?
Yeah.
Did you catch what Ava was covering there? You know who you are.
We always laugh about it, too, because somebody just tunes in after somebody makes a bank shot, and they go, that ain't no whatever. Or if they miss with ball in hand, that ain't no.
Yeah. They kind of disregard the misses more.
Yeah, it's okay. Gives them something to do, I guess.
And
All right.
meanwhile, Maddie is putting in the work.
Yeah, she got a little funny here being straight on this 8-ball. She could roll up for the 11. No.
I know you mentioned your local APA league, Coastal Carolina APA. Have you guys started summer yet? Are you still in spring?
Yeah, actually, and I think, what are we, in week 3?
Just
I've kind of lost. I feel like I've been here long enough now. I lost track. I believe we're in week 3, maybe 4.
I'm going to say it's a great time to join an APA league if you're not part of one yet. Summer sessions, the start of the new league year.
Yeah, we always try to get to our world qualifier as soon as possible. Because we get the heat down there, and it's hard to, with that many people in the room, once we get to the world qualifiers, for the locations to handle their air conditioning, actually.
Mm.
So that's a
Well, you want- I mean,
consideration
that's-
for us,
It's
yeah.
one of the reasons they keep it so cool in all the casinos out here. I mean,
Exactly.
because of the heat, it's hard to cool once it's hot.
Yeah.
You throw in a bunch of bodies, and that just adds to it.
All right. He's got a good opportunity, obviously getting the angle on your last ball to get down to the 15 is the key. But again, she's playing it smart, kind of taking one section at a time. She sure does not look like there's a lot of nerves going on there. If
No.
there's nerves, there's positive nerves, and she's just embracing it. But she's super focused.
Probably a good poker player, like you said earlier.
Yeah. Oh. Just let that cue ball go a little bit. I needed a little bit more center or left. Now all of a sudden, what do you do here? She's not afraid to play defense, but cue ball went a few inches too far. Uh-oh. Well, sigh of relief here for Alan. Getting back to the table has a chance to make it 2-1 right here. Tough shot on the 3. Not super easy to get position either. He's going to choose to play it in the right corner. And I think he hit that pretty sweet. That's going to go.
And now a chance for Alan to get on the board. If he can pocket the 8 ball here. Marks up the pocket.
Shouldn't have any problems hitting the illegal shot here. Definitely if he makes it, but either way, he just it to tell. How'd you hit it? Oh, no!
Ouch.
I don't. Oh, wow.
So he pockets the 8, but scratches.
I
That game's
wasn't
going to
even
go to
paying
Maddie.
attention. It was an automatic scratch.
Maddie now with 3 games in this race to 5, and she will break yet again
Wow.
when we return from a quick break. And just like that, we're back here at Pool Dog Arena, continuing coverage of the 2025 APA 8-Ball Classic. Maddie Romero, with her 4th break of the match. Avoids a scratch in the side pocket, but does not pocket any object balls on the break. That brings Alan back to the table. Alan had fully expected to be on the board now, but had that scratch on the 8-ball.
Yeah, that tends to take the the wind out of your sails a little bit. That's a big, big turnaround game there from
Yeah,
2 to 1 to 3-0.
See how he responds in this rack.
Yeah.
Can he move past it quickly?
We've seen it so many times. All right. At least he's got the series of balls that he wanted. And we'll see what Madelynn can do here. Not quite sure she even has a shot. Maybe at the 3-ball, perhaps. Well, second best thing, I guess.
You wonder how different this match might be if Alan had opened with the break. I mean, I feel like Maddie's breaks have left a little to be desired, or after the break, I should say.
Well, especially if you're correct that he is more of an offensive kind of player.
It's just tough to get
then,
going.
Yeah, and that probably lends itself more to her.
But her being able to hold that
game.
break through the first 4, big difference.
Eight-ball is just such a great game, especially on a 7-foot table, because there's always something that you got to figure out. Rarely do the balls just open up unless you have a power breaker that makes enough balls to kind of open up the table. But you know, a 9-foot table is so large that you're hardly ever, you got all these options of balls to shoot at to kind of get you started. And if you're a great shot maker, it's an easier game simply. But the table itself, being a 7-foot table, really makes the game of 8-ball more interesting to me. On the other hand, 9-ball, 9-foot table is a little tougher. Well, this table magically opened up again. There's our pool dog. We have the real one in our booth, don't we?
Frank, yeah.
We got Frank.
Always in the booth with us. He's pretty well behaved, too.
Yeah. No barking. Going out in the hallway in the break, it is this is like the height, the kind of the beginning of the middle of the tournament, sort of. And they're so packed out there. Yeah.
You mean
it's
people-wise, yeah?
Yeah, it's like you said earlier that it's kind of like, it feels like August when we have all our teams here. Not quite, but.
I learned long ago to take an alternate route down here.
Do you?
I always take the outside route.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Just because there's just so many people trying to get through the casino
and you get some fresh
corridor,
air while you're at it. Yeah.
So I always take the outer route.
Oh, he got quick on that one. He just stepped up. I don't even know if he took a warm-up stroke.
So another unforced error for Alan.
Yep.
And another opportunity for Maddie.
Gonna play a 3-ball combo here. Not a bad move at all. Make sure you stop it right there. And you got another combo. And I would draw this straight back and nick that 4 out of there. Just draw it straight back. No. I mean, the 4 will be makeable. It would have just been, not only could have tapped that out of there a little bit, but also had an easier little distance between the cue ball and the 5. That's not an easy make right there without committing a foul. Have to hit it so much speed to be for the 5 to even make it to the pocket. Hitting it that thin, it's hard to get the cue ball out. I mean, the cue out of the way. Our referee is going to take a look. It was clean.
Ooh.
Clean hit.
It's another hanger.
Yep. All right, time to get to work here, Alan. Not much to work with, though, is what he says. Says somebody else want to shoot this? He's got no shot again. I do like how focused she looks. I haven't seen really any emotional.
No reaction,
upset.
Positive or negative
No,
from her. I
just
mean,
dead. She's totally here.
poker face, big time.
Yeah. A little squint there once in a while. Ooh, that's not exactly what I had in mind. That's a big deal when you're playing sports is forgive yourself immediately. You will make mistakes, big ones, little ones. Nobody has ever played like exact perfect game of pool. Maybe an inch or a half off. I mean, played great, but you're always going to be a little bit off. But how do you recover? And if you do miss completely, just forgive yourself. Everybody's going to do it, especially in amateur pool. Pros do it, so. I tried to picture my daughter when she was little, when I get mad at myself when I was playing. I wish I'd have thought of that earlier, but I would never talk to her the way I talk to myself when I make a mistake, you know what I mean? So, all right. Oh, that could have ended pretty well. Not terrible, though. She got a roll there because the 15 ball now can't go. I don't believe it'll go past the 4. So that could have not turned out much better than that for Maddie. Good shot. There's that offense. The Allen offense. All right, so far so good. Oh, I thought he missed it.
You can see table opens up.
Yeah.
He's moving around.
Yeah.
Seems much more comfortable. Let's see if he can pocket this 8 ball. Put himself on the board.
Big shot here. Nice shot.
8 ball falls. No scratch this time for Alan Rola. He's now picked up his first game in this race to 5, and he'll have his first break of the match when we return in just a moment. Welcome back to Las Vegas. The action continues in the APA 8-Ball Classic. You're watching the red tier, Alan Rola at the table now. Alan out of Massachusetts.
Oh, there's that.
Finally gets a break,
Yep.
pockets a couple balls, but then scratches. Frustrating, no doubt.
Yep.
Finally get going.
Don't. I mean, I would have to start with a 4 here and get that out of the way, unless she doesn't feel confident she's going to run out. I mean, she may want to leave it, but and then if she does run the other balls, then she's in trouble. Oh, no, that's right. It was after the break. My bad. That's behind the line. So, so she'll have to contend with that later on. Oh, no, it's still open. See, I'm going back and forth. I knew he made a ball, but it's still open table. She's going with the stripes instead. Uh-oh.
Watch out.
All right. It's funny, this game, if you get a little out of line, it tends to, the next shot, you tend to get a little more out of line and a little more. She may want to get that, just push the 14 to the rail or something. I don't know that she wants to mess with those, the 4 ball and the 13 here. She just took away the big trouble that he had.
$15,000 prize package on the line here in this match.
That didn't turn out too badly. Okay. Never count anybody out. And, oh boy, holy smokes. And what a pretty table if you have the stripes here. With ball in hand. Again, work it out in sections. When the balls are this open, you know, open, wide open, there's so many different ways you can go. Sometimes there's just one way that is correct, but most of the time there's 2 to 3 different ways you can go. Just nice smooth stroke here, just a stop shot. A little bit lower, so yeah, you come up for the 12. Use the rail to do that. You can hit a little right on it if you want. Nice smooth. All right, little firm. Oh, she did not want that angle, that's for sure. Did
It's about
not.
the most of a facial reaction we've gotten.
Yeah.
Kind of pursed the lips there a little bit. That's furrowed the brow.
That was definitely a furrow of the brow.
But that's about it.
I wonder if she can put a little bit of low right here and slide off the 6 ball. Don't want to play the 8 in the other pocket. You just got to watch it. Scratch. You can play it in the other pocket.
Wow.
Nice shot. Nice touch.
And a chance to put herself on the hill if she can pocket this 8 ball.
A little closer to that 15,000. Pressure on this 8, though. And to the hill we go.
What a shot.
Didn't even touch a rail.
What a shot under pressure by Maddie Romero. Takes a commanding 4-1 lead. She is a game away from victory, and she will have the break when we return in just a moment. And welcome back to Las Vegas, continuing coverage of the APA 8-Ball Classic here at Pool Dog Arena. And Maddie Romero out of Sunset, Louisiana, is 1 game away from taking home not only the championship, but a $15,000 prize package. Pockets a ball in the break.
2 of them, 2 solids.
2 solids on the
Yeah.
break. Oh, and a little bit of a smile there, I do believe. Brief one.
Yeah.
We saw it. Ava and I talked during the break there about if Maddie puts this match away, whether we'll get any reaction from her. She's been so stoic and serious throughout.
She's
Not
focused.
much
She is
good
on.
or bad. I mean, she's
Yeah.
just
Right from the get-go, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
very impressive.
I like it.
Great poise.
All right. Chance for Alan. I mean, he knows he's got game. He knows he can still win. I mean, I know it's 4-1. Bit of an uphill battle at this point, but
had a
it's
couple
never
of pretty
over.
big unforced errors.
Yeah.
You know, the scratch on the 8
Yes.
ball made.
Yeah.
Split time. It looked like the rack was his and just couldn't quite execute. But hope is not yet lost, Alan. You can keep Maddie off the table. Did he call a foul on himself? Oh, he moved the...
Yeah, I just need to move it back, yeah. I think you can... 10 ball is going to be a bit of an issue here. You can make the 13 in the side, I believe. Oh, he was able to make it. He drew it back. When it rains, it pours, Alan. There's a safety for you. Do you know there's no better safe than the accidental ones? This is not even an easy kick. She should be able to hit the 4 or the 2 here. And it shouldn't leave too much of a shot either for Ellen if she does make contact. How about if she make it? Oh,
nearly pocketed that ball.
She was on her way to shoot the next one. Not much for Alan, though. Oh, 2 can play that game, huh? That's not a bad leave either. You can see how new this cloth is before the match yesterday. And the 9-ball doubles, nobody had played on this table before. So new balls, new cloth, this gorgeous diamond table. It's sliding a little bit less now than it was yesterday, and it'll continue to do so. So by the time we play our last one, a lot of the slide will be gone, but it's playing superbly well. Well, it fell, and I still think he does have a shot at the 13. Not easy to get on the 14, but let's deal with one thing at a time here. Okay. Yeah, making this 14 is fine and very makeable, but what do you do with the 8 after that?
What do you think here, Ava? Run out possible?
No, she's not. I don't think she'll be even thinking of a run out. You're looking for safe here because of the combination's makeable. Well, you know what? Maybe she will. Maybe she will.
She's
a defensive player.
She's shown she likes to play defense.
Yeah.
She's very patient. She has a 3-game lead. No need to take unnecessary chances.
No, but I mean, you can make a couple of balls. You still have time to play defense. But if she can make this, now she's going to play safe right here. I think. No, yeah. Ooh, too firm. That was surprising to me. Wasn't sure what the ultimate plan was there. She's been playing solid safeties. And she hasn't taken any chances of playing a shot that is super difficult when she doesn't have to. And that cost her the game. And all of a sudden, pressure put on Madelynn here a little bit. Alan going to make this 4 games to 2 in his rally to come back and take this match.
Pockets the 8. Alan now with 2 games, and he will have the break when we return in just a moment.
Now way. He did it. He did it. Holy smokes, what a shot.
The 2 defeats the 9. David has beaten Goliath.
Hey, listen, I know that you don't play pool, but my league team is looking for someone tonight who's never played, so you're coming with.
Hey. Welcome. Hey, how you doing?
I can't believe it. You did it. We're going to Vegas.
All right, welcome back to Pool Dog Arena, continuing coverage of the APA 8-Ball Classic. Alan Rola at the table here, trailing by 2 games, his second break of the match. 8-Ball moving. 8-Ball is in,
8-Ball on
Ava.
the break. Oh.
Things just got more interesting.
Sure did.
Alan now with 3 games in this race to 5, and he will break once again when we return in just a moment. All right, welcome back to Pool Dog Arena, where things have gotten interesting, folks. Alan Rola with an 8 on the break, pulls within 1 game. Question here, Ava, is can he get that 8-ball moving again?
Madelynn surely doesn't hope that's going to happen again. It moved.
Not where it needed to be, but
Good break.
good break. Several balls down. Cue ball in the center of the table.
All stripes. And he's got a shot at the 14. This could be,
A little hill in our future.
this could definitely be a hill match. Not sure. I think that 15 is going to be makeable. Yeah, he's got the 15. If he can keep his head cool, he's on a roll here, so the momentum is his way.
We've already seen one comeback today in the blue tier. A match that went hill. A little bit shorter race, but comeback nonetheless. And we see our second comeback of the day.
Yeah, kind of let that go a little bit. Not where you wanted to be. It's still his to run, though. Oh, they almost got married. This could end up actually being like a $15,000 shot. He makes that. He's got, oh no, look at this. Oh, now what with the 8-ball? Now what?
6-ball block in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Can he
go around?
Can he go? He's going for the super thin cut.
Okay.
Got very quiet in this room all of a sudden. Boy, that's a thin cut. Hard to judge. It's pretty much one of those where you have to hit it as thin as pretty much as much you can. How did he hit it?
Nailed it. And we are tied up, folks. 4 games apiece. Hill race. It's going to come down to this final game. Alan Rola will have the break when we return in just a moment.
Wow.
All right, welcome back to Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas, folks. We are getting our money's worth here in this red tier of the 8-Ball Classic, now tied at 4 games apiece. Alan Rola of Massachusetts at the table already has won 8 on the break. He'll look to get it moving once again.
Oh. It was flirting with things, but he came up with nothing. Dry break. We'll see here what Maddie's getting some encouragement from the crowd.
Cue ball in the middle of the table. Nice spread. And now a chance for her to finish it off. She was up 4 games to 1. Alan has just battled his way back.
She's just got to keep that cool that she's had throughout the whole match.
$15,000 on the line here in this championship. Runner-up will take home $9,000.
Good shot. Big one coming up here on the 13.
Almost a full house now here in Pool Dog Arena, Ava.
Yeah.
Word has gotten out about this match.
What a
Most of the seats now filled.
Oh boy. I know a lot of people sit outside. I mean, they sit at the in the tournament room
And tune in.
watching their friends and also watch this. So I think that a lot of people came in now that they got
Best
this
of both
exciting.
worlds.
Yeah.
Well, I think our suspicions were confirmed those last couple racks, Ava. Alan definitely enjoys a little quicker pace.
Yes.
It seems to be when he is at his best. He's trying to...
All right. Both players open table, but only one is at the table, which means right now this is definitely Alan's to win or Alan's to lose, because he is totally in control. And it's looking... Yeah, I think Maddie is in trouble. Yeah, that's definitely the correct shot that he's shooting here. I think I would go 1, 2, 5, 4, or 4, 5, either way. He can go 2, 5 now if he wants to. Just want to make sure you get an angle to get over to the other ball. Uh-oh. Once it slow down, oh, that's perfect.
We are on the cusp of a major comeback, Ava.
You bet. He would have loved to get a little closer there, but that 13 ball is a big helper, so even if he hits this off a little bit, that's going to be tough to miss. Oh, I just had to say that. It's commentator curse.
Oh, Maddie. Got to be happy to have a chance back
Wow.
at the table.
No kidding. And surprised, I might add. Wow. Well, they both deserve it. Whoever wins here,
It's
don't
been
they?
a great match. Yeah, it has been an outstanding match. Highly entertaining.
Ooh. Boy, she left herself tough here.
Went for it there.
Yeah, she just didn't quite take her time on the ball before to try to make sure to get out of that mess of she just got stuck down there, left herself a tough shot. Decisions here. Cut it in, bank it. I would definitely cut it in, but everybody's got a different way of looking at it. There it is.
8 ball.
What a
is all
comeback.
that
What
remains.
a comeback. Out of nowhere, down 4-1. Little help at 4-2 to make the 8 on the break, obviously, but put the pressure back on Madelynn, who looked like she was
Running away with
super
it.
rock solid. Yep. And there you have it, people. $15,000 richer, Mr. Alan Rola.
Alan Rola of Lowell, Massachusetts completes the improbable comeback, down 4-1. Storms back to win this match 5-4. Alan Rola is your 8-ball classic champion in the red tier.
Thank you.
Congratulations on winning the 2025 8-ball classic. Tell me, how are you feeling right now?
Unbelievable, honestly. It was a grind. It was incredible.
It definitely was. As soon as she got onto the hill, it seemed like you woke up. You want to tell me what happened?
I just didn't want to get 5-0'd, so then I just started shooting.
You started shooting that 8 on the break, and then after that, it was just lights out. She played amazing as well. She did some really good defenses that you got out of.
Yep. Yeah, great competitor. She shot unbelievable. All the credit to you, Maddie. That was probably my toughest opponent for the whole match. Yeah.
For the whole match. What was it like out there before you got into the arena?
Oh, nothing like that. No, obviously with the cameras, amps up the nerves a little bit. So, but I settled down and I just shot my game.
Did you have anything to say to the audience that may be watching?
I just want to thank everyone, my friends and family back home. I did it. Thank you.
Again, I want to say congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and pass this back to Ava and Jason.
Thank you.
Well, he certainly did do it, Ava. Your 8-ball classic champion in the red tier. Alan Rola, Alan Rola, taking home a $15,000 prize package. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in. We're going to be back here in just a few minutes with continuing coverage of the APA 8-ball classic. We've got the orange tier coming up here, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure you come back and join us for that. Should be a great match. Thanks for tuning in.